So I showed you how to create this journal cover in a video the other day using this old scarf, and I cut it apart and used this as the inlay for my journal cover. So this is what we got so far. I glued this in using my all-time favorite and trusted Fabrifix glue. Unpaid advertising, I'm just so in love with this glue, to be honest. Okay, and my table is a mess, as every time. So I want to sew around these edges. I think it's too thick for my sewing machine, so I will not try it out, to be honest. And I want to sew around because of the look and because to make this faux leather stay in place better. So I will use my punching tool, and I will just poke the holes right through here. You could stitch around in this cross stitch over the edge, or even over this edge, but I don't like it because it's so much space between here. But I thought for the first time I would like to sew around by hand in this direction. So I will just punch holes, try to even space them evenly or as evenly as I can, it doesn't matter. And because this fabric, this cover is so thick but flexible, you could punch like this, or you could use something as an underlay. So I will use an old book, and I punched some holes over here, as you can see. Okay, this book is maybe a bit too small, but I think it will work out. It makes it a bit easier. So let's start punching through and then punching right through the cover. It's a bit difficult here and there because of the thickness of the whole thing. So I think I will leave space for maybe something like 5 millimeters or so. So I will go around all the edges, and then I will be right back. And just to show you, it's easier on these parts where not the edge is, which is very thick, and this is the outside. I love it already. But this spaces or places where it's not this thick, so it comes through easily here and there. So I will finish this process off camera to not bore you to death and then I will be right back. So I'm halfway through right now. So here and here, this is the outside, and I will do the rest off camera, but later, because I have to go in a few minutes. My wife and me, we have an appointment with friends. So, but I wanted to show you another thing. I will use some lace. This is a very bright turquoise green. The camera does not show it so well, and because I did not put it through my under my inner cover to I don't know how it is called. So I like my ends of my closure to not be visible, but I did not do this. So the other idea is, so let's see, this will be the front. The idea is to put it over here. Okay, maybe this is a bit too short. But the idea is to put it over here. Then you could just tie a bow. Okay, as I said, maybe it's a bit too short. Okay, we will figure this out later. You can use lace or some fabric or something like this. And my idea is to sew it onto here. Or you could sew it onto the whole cover using your sewing machine if it works out, or you can do it by hand. But I want to have 2 signatures for this journal just because I like it. Yes, I think 2 signatures is the perfect size. And then I want to sew on this lace or another fabric or something like this, just onto here using a cross stitch or maybe 2 or 3 cross stitches just by hand, so that this stays in place very well. Maybe I will use a bit of my glue and glue it onto here on this tiny little place, to say so. And then I will cross stitch, and I will do the another cross stitches on the inside, so that we have the knots on the inside, and this would be okay for me because the signatures would cover this up. Okay, so this will be the next step. I will show you later. So holes are punched right through the cover and right around. So now I will use this thread. This is like an embroidery thread, embroidery floss, and I did not wax it. So let's see, we need 2 times the length of here and the length of the sides, and maybe something extra. We will see how wide we will be able to to sew with this thread. And I have my pliers ready for use over here. So I will use a needle with a big eye, and it's blunt. And if the needle will not go right through the hole, then I will just use my pliers. So let's see, I want this to be my front. So I think I will start on this edge here, pulling my needle through, finding the hole. Okay. Oh, it's very easy to pull it through. Okay, I want to tie a knot at the end. So a double or triple knot, something like this, so that it stays in place and the thread cannot go anywhere. So let's see, 1 knot over the other. I think I need 3 or more knots, and if this knot will not hold in place, you can just use your glue, just a little bit of it, to hold it in place very well. So, okay, tying the knots. I think I will try out if this will be enough. Pulling it through. And this is a very stable thread. It will not rip so easy. So let's see. Yes, I think this will work out. Okay, maybe a 4th knot. I don't think that you will pull on this thread, but just in case, just to make it as secure as possible. Okay, this will hold. Let's see where I have to go. Okay, here's my needle. Okay, and I will cut this thread off later. Let me do something with the light. Maybe this is a bit better. Okay, I hope this is okay. So, and then instead of doing stitch around the edge, I just want to go in and out. So I start here, trying to find the hole. Okay, here it is. And then pulling your thread through. Rethread your needle from time to time. Okay. And then pull your thread tight. Not ripping, but tight, and not bending, but not this loose or something like this. You want to have it tight. Okay. Then I will go through and weave in and out, and I will see how it looks. So my initial idea was to go in and out and then backwards again, so that every hole is threaded. But then I thought it would look cool maybe if I would go only in and out one way. So we will see how it looks at the end. Just repeat the step. I will show you a few more holes, and then I will be right back when I've sewn around, because I have some other steps I wanted to show you, and I want not bore you to death. So I can skip some steps which are clear to you. And if your thread gets tangled, just pull it out again a bit and then go slowly. And when it's a waxed thread, the tangling is a bit less, to say so. So, okay, next hole. So you see the inside. This is what it would look like, and this is the outside. Of course, you could use other colors so that they stand out more. I think this dark blue and this light jeans blue is cool together. So I will sew around by hand, and then I will be right back. I switched to a sharp needle. It was a bit easier for me. Okay. I'm not right around. I have a bit too not much thread. The opposite. Oh, I can't think. Sorry, it's late in the evening and I can't think of the English words. But anyway, so I have less thread. This is the this is the inside so far. This is the outside. The stitches are crooked, and I love this look very, very much. And it gives more structure to the journal, and this is not glued on, so this is a bit loose, but we will put in 2 signatures onto here, and then only these parts will be loose. So I wanted to show you, I come to an end right over here. Now I will tie off with a knot 3 or 4 times, just using my punching tool again. So that my knot will go right to the journal, or as far as I can manage it to. Of course, you could sew your thread underneath the other threads. Maybe I will do this if this will not work out. We will see. Because it's my first time, I don't know if this will work out, but we will find out. So again, trying to tie a knot right to the cover. Okay, this worked not out. I have 3 knots which are not together. Okay, then I will cut off this part. Oops. Getting rid of my string. Then I have to redo a few holes. It's no big deal. Then I will try to sew the end of the string on the inside. Maybe one more, just so that I have a bit of material to work with. Rethreading your needle. Okay. Rethreading your needle. Okay, done. So go in again. I did not poke the holes straight. Sometimes I poked them in this direction just because of the flexibility of the journal. So I sometimes had to look a bit where the end of the hole is. Okay, found it. Okay, let's see. I just thought maybe I could poke a hole here, so that I will try it out with this with this thread, and then I will just tie a knot. This is no knot. I think I have to go under here again. Okay, this looks good. I'm trying to do it tight. It's not as tight as I wanted it to, but I think it could work out. I will do another knot. And as I said before, you can always use a bit of glue to finish it off. So let's see. Trying again. I think this looks fine. Maybe a third time just in case. Just to make it secure very good. So third time doing the same thing, going under the thread. Whoop. It's a bit short now. And then tying a knot. Using my pokey tool all to get the knot as even as I can. Okay, we will cut off the string later. And now I just will begin with a new thread. Pull a knot, tie a knot like I did here, and then finish this journal off, or this sewing part off. So everything is sewn on. This is the outside. This is the inside. Now I will just cut off my strings. I will leave a tiny little tail just in case. So last one. And to make them more secure, I will use a tiny drop of glue right onto the knot. Oh, this was a bit too much, I think. So just get rid of it using your fingers, trying not to glue your sleeve because it's fabric glue. And of course it will stay on your sleeve as well. And I have a good pullover on, not an old one right at the moment. Okay, but I think this will do. Tiny bit of glue over here. Just putting it on with my finger, just to finish it off. Same for here and here. I think it's not really necessary, it's just so that I can sleep well after finishing the steps today. So, just pressing the glue onto the knot a bit using my finger. Okay, I think this is fine. So that's our cover so far. So let's see. Here, here's my spine, and here is this big part, this thick part from the scarf. But it doesn't matter. Oh, look how it turned out. I love it so much. So the next thing I want to do is sewing on, because I'm just in a sewing mode right now, my closure, but I think this will be a bit too short, because when you have in some signatures and you will tie it off and your journal gets bulked up and so on. Okay, let me find another string or trim. Okay, I think I will go with this a bit thinner yellow one. So let's see how much we need. Something like this, I think. So just checking how long we want it to be. Oops. Right on the floor it is. Okay, so this would be way enough. Oh yes, this would be way enough. So let's see, a bit less would be fine too. I think something like this would be fine. Okay, maybe a bit more. Okay, I will just cut off a bit more, just eyeballing. You can cut it off later if it's too long anyway, and reuse your little stripes and leftovers. So trying to get my desk not too messy and putting this away where it belongs. So next step. This would have to be the same size on both ends. Wrapping around. Okay. Oops, just checking. Not same size, same length would be the right word. So I think something like this. And yes, this is very long, but when you tie a bow and your journal gets bulked up, as I said before, you will be can't think, sorry. It would be good to have more of this trim. So, okay, this looks good. Then I want to secure this with it. Sorry, I have something in my throat. I want to secure this with a tiny little bit of glue, just a little bit, maybe in the space for 2 centimeters, 1 or 2 centimeters, so that it stays in place on the spine very well. And of course you could glue it on the whole way. I'm just thinking if I will do this, but I think okay, I think I will not do this. Of course you could do so, as you could glue on this whole piece of fabric before putting a journal together. So hopefully this will stay in place, but this is only to hold it in place a bit. Okay, I think it worked out well. So it worked out enough for this step. So next step. Next step, getting our book again, or our underlay, something like an old mouse pad or some packaging, something like this. So let's see, our spine is something like over here. Then I will put in some holes again. So one here. I want to do this cross stitch thing, so I think I need a hole over here, a hole over here, a hole over here. So 4 holes, like the 4 on a on some dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would give us 1 cross. I want to have 3 crosses just to be secure, and because I like the look of it. And of course you could go all the way around, but this would be too much for me. I want to keep this project a bit more simple, to be honest. Not just to finish this off, but just because I want to keep it a bit more simple. And if this trim thing will not be sewn on straight, it's no big deal. I don't know if I will be able to see the holes later, but we will find them again, I think. So now I have 3 pairs of 4 holes, 3 times 4 holes. I need my needle again, this sharp needle, and my thread. I will use the same thread again. Don't know how much I need. I will just cut off a bit. Of course, you could decorate it further using some buttons or anything you want. So I will do the same thing again I did before, so tying a knot at the end so that it cannot go anywhere. So 1, 2, 3. Oh no, you have to go there. 3. I don't know if this worked out. No, it did not. Okay, again, this can happen, no big deal. You can always do something else. So there's always a plan B while working on a junk journal. So, okay, something like this. Whoop whoop. So now, let's see. Oh, I'm able to see the holes on this side. This is good. So let's see. Oh, I think this is not in one line, but I see 4, 8, 12 holes. So I think I will start here. It doesn't matter anyway. So this is my hole. I will go through the trim. Oops, through the trim as well. Then a cross stitch. So something like, okay, I have to look, take a closer look. I think this is the hole I have to go. Yes, this looks good. Don't know if it shows up in the camera, but I can see it because it's a bit reddish or pinkish because of the color of the scarf. Just trying to find the hole. Okay, here it is. Okay, next hole. So how you do a cross stitch? I did not do this for a long time, to be honest. My mother is this, do we call it stitches? So she does many embroideries, and sometimes she gives them to me. So she knows how to do it. Oh no, I see. Come out here. So now for the inside, I will go this direction. It's a bit difficult while standing up and trying not to put my head into the screen line so that you can see what I do. But for me, it's a bit difficult to see what I do. But I think you get the idea. Okay, with the hole. Okay, found it. I don't want to poke new holes, so this is why I used a blunt needle before. Let's see. Oh, maybe I missed a hole here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Oh. Okay. Anyway, let's go on. So. I have to sit down. Just making sure I'm in a frame. Okay, I am. It's really difficult for me to see right now. Okay, this was the wrong hole. What did I do? Of course, you could stitch it on as you like, so you don't have to do this cross-stitching thing or anything. You just do what you want. Okay, this will not work out. But I think this could be a hole. Oh, yes, it is. So I started wrong. Okay, I will do this again. I think you got the idea. So you go from down the right bottom to the left top, then in the straight way from the inside, and then again this direction and the inside straight, and this direction on the inside straight, and then the other way. I will do it switching the camera off because I'm not able to see anything. Sorry for that. So this worked out fine. Ta-ta-ta-ta on the outside. Now for the messy inside. Ta-dum! I don't know how to stitch, and it was a bit difficult because I don't know how to do it, and I did not see the holes very well. But I just went with the flow, go with the flow, and I think it looks very cute on the inside too. So it's just a pattern, and it does not have to be perfect. I just like it. So this will stay in place because of the glue and because it's stitched on. This closure cannot go anywhere. So you close your journal like this. Just zooming out a bit. Okay. And then you tie a knot. And then tie a bow. And your journal is totally secured. I will let this be as long as it is right now, just because I don't know how many signatures I will put in. So this is secure. Oh, is it? Yes. I put on some glue onto these knots. So this is secured over here. Maybe it is a good idea not to pull too strong onto it. Of course, you could sew it on the whole way, or you could glue it on, or you could put some glue onto here and here. Maybe I will do this later. We will see how this will work out. Okay, next step. You could put on your signatures by now. I want to put something on the cover. So I want to put something, how do you call it, like a journaling card. I know I have some, maybe I have one at hand. So something like this. This is a bit too small. I have some out of some scrapbooking paper pads, so something like this would be fine. Oh, I think I did not focus. Sorry for that. Okay, I will figure this out later. I have my closure. I have the feeling that this is not so tight. Okay, the knot is a bit loosened, but this does not say anything. Or maybe I will glue this a bit more on later, but I will decide. Not today, because I'm too tired to decide anything today. But I thought about... I will not put a hole into here and put a satin eyelet because it's way too thick. This would not work out very well. But I have some bulb pins. So, found them. Here they are. So these are like safety pins, but with this, maybe I can show you on this background, but they have kind of an open loop on the end. So I thought I had an idea because with a closure, but now I decided to use this closure. I'm just thinking out loud again. But I thought I love to have some danglies hanging from here, but I want my ring or safety pin or anything I use, I want it to be removable and not removable from the cover. This is optional, but I wanted to I wanted that you have the possibility to put this out of your way when you have these charms hanging from here and you want to journal, so you can put them out of your way. So I thought maybe something like this. Let's see which color would go well with this. Oh, I really love this color. Oh, some glue on my fingers. So I think I will just put on a tiny, put in a tiny hole. With my not bone folder, with my punching tool. So let's see, just eyeballing, so something like here would be fine, I think, really near the end. Okay, because jeans is a very stable fabric. It will stay in place, it will not get bent or ripped. Okay, it got ripped here because of the usage, but I think this hole will stay in place. So let's see how you open this. Ah, here. So then tuck this in, finding the other side of the hole. Okay. So something like this. And then I thought... Oh yes, and I would like to have some danglies hanging from where you open it on the inside. Okay, this is perfect. I would like to have some danglies hanging from here. So let's see, I will just use a bit of chain just because I love it. Just one string. Let's see. I know what I wanted to do for the closure. I had the idea with something like a loop of this chain and some of this bulb pin, something like this. But this is a very, very cute and lovely closure too. But anyway, I want to have one chain string hanging from here and maybe cut it off over here. Where are my pliers for this? The red handled ones. So let's see, just cut one of these rings open. Whoops, very easy. So, and then I need a jump ring. I have some leftover chain over here. Okay, I have to sit down. You see everything, that's fine. I reuse this as jump rings. I need two of these pliers to open this ring. I have some jump rings somewhere, but at the moment I don't know where they are because of my messy desk situation. So let's see, attaching this jump ring. Oh, I see, this would not be, you could do it without, oh, I think this is destroyed. No, it is. Is it? Is it not? These are so tiny rings. No, I think it's intact. You don't need this jump ring. You can just put on your chain on your ball pin like this, but because the jump ring, or the ring I use as a jump ring, is a bit bigger, so I think that will be movable easier. So I will use the jump ring, just attaching it to my chain. Come on, attaching it to my chain. Get attached. Sometimes it's a bit fiddly. Just take your time. Be patient. It's so relaxing. Oh, you see, just a bit joking, and then it will work out fine. Okay, close your jump ring. Close it very well, so that it cannot go anywhere. You don't want it to. So, just working out to close it. Very good. Ooh. Okay, I think this is fine. Okay, this is fine. Then I will remove this because, let's see, I want my chain to be here so that it cannot go anywhere. So I have to put on the chain first. Okay, yes, this looks good. Then attach your bulb pin. Don't want to have a new hole, but using the hole I already poked. Close this. Maybe put it a bit more into, but I think it's okay when it's sticking out a bit. So let's see. So this is what we got so far. This looks a bit naked right now, and this is standing up a bit, but I don't mind. I think it adds to the journal. You can put this in if you don't like the look of it. And then you can, you have this ring thing, to say so, without having a too big hole and without poking a hole and attaching an eyelet. But you have this string, so this chain. I will attach some charms onto here, but I will do this off camera because it's not so easy to show, and I don't know if it's really interesting. So I will attach some charms, and then you can put your closure out of the way and your chain with your charms too, while journaling and working in your journal. So the next step will be putting on some deco. I think I will do this off camera again because I showed it a few times before. And then I will put in my signatures. Or let's say we will do it this way. I will show you in the next video what I put and how I put things, so decoration in front of my journal. And maybe I figured out what to do with my closure. I think I will glue it on, but I will go to bed by right now. It's late in the evening. And so next step, showing you how to decorate the front, showing you how to bind in the signatures, and showing you what I do because or with my closure. And the charms I will attach off camera. Okay, I think I told you before. Sorry for this a bit messy, chaotic video. I hope you enjoyed it, so like and subscribe and watch the other parts, so the part before and the part after these videos, and my other creating and crafting videos and bullet journal videos. Thank you, bye!